Duke smiling. They've already had a winning year. It's a very serious, senior-oriented Kentucky team. Who will be the national champion? We'll unravel that story for you with the opening tip-off in just a moment.
Of Jaminski's high school coach, he must be very upset when he left after his junior year.
One-on-one, Roby on Jaminski, and he scores! Rick Roby, the All-American big guy for Kentucky, and Jaminski, who rarely fouls, could not block the shot.
On the sidelines already, and Joe Hall talking to him. That makes him a lot quicker, and you don't give up much on the boards when you put me in the game.
Gibbons open as Plater, and he rattles it home. Truman Plater has his first bucket in the first half. Arkansas beat Notre Dame for the third place honors on a last-second shot by Brewer. Macy drills from the corner. 9-6, Macy's first basket.
Great hands inside, gives the ball up very well. Duke really not running as well as they did before.
Live action, Jack Gibbons makes it 11-6 Kentucky. The Wildcats have their biggest lead. That honor is worth $5,000.
1-3-1 half-court zone press now, Duke. They changed their defense a little bit, much more active out here.
Plater sets up Lee. James Lee rams it home. He loves the power dunk.
But you know what? He takes a lot of big shots in the game, which is very unusual.
In the corner, Kyle Macy, and he hits again. Macy, the 6'3" sophomore from Peru, Indiana.
It was a good pass by Plater. He split the zone. Lee took it in there, and great shot. Roby is a good defensive player also.
He played 7 minutes. Inside Roby, blocked by Sutton. Basket is good. Roby showing his power. The ball was blocked for a moment, and he still scored.
Good pass. Good pass on the inside. Actually, that was a case right there where Banks was not in the passing lane.
Up with a loose ball. Kentucky down court with a 5-point lead.
Here's a big basket. They hit this, they'll go to their 1-3-1 zone. Let's see if it happens.
19-12, 7-point lead for Kentucky, their biggest margin. It comes with 12 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half.
Duke's pressed. They don't try to steal the ball. They wait for you to throw it away.
Jaminski can't hit a 15-footer. This is Scheidler.
Oh.
He's got a clear path.
Good move.
And it's tipped in by Roby. Rick Roby with a left hand follows it in for the Wildcats. With 8 minutes left in the first half.
We'll have to watch Macy try to dissect this zone.
The foul will be on Denard for bumping into the shooter Roby.
And the zone defense full court changes to a 2-2-1 type press now. Really showing a lot of different strategies.
Nice pass, and it's Gibbons over Jaminski. Oh, what a soft
He's
touch.
automatic from there.
27-24 the Wildcats. Great job with our cameras. We have 10 different cameras shooting the action of this 1978 championship game. Scheidler. Oh, a 22-footer by Scheidler makes it 29-26. Gibbons, great fake. Oh, Ryan drives it home. It never appeared that ball was high enough to go home.
We saw in a row there.
Plater looking for help. The cool Macy, a sophomore, into Gibbons. He scores again. Goose Gibbons. He's only 6'4", a forward. What a player. He has 11. 35-32 Kentucky. We're down to the 2-minute mark.
Unusual lineup that Kentucky has in the game right now.
There's a pick, and Gibbons hits it again. He's made 4 in a row. There's using a pick off a zone defense.
Houdini's hands, and he says he's so cool.
They say he's a fine student. He goes to the scholastics the way he plays the game. Just solid, consistent, works hard. Tipped in by Gibbons. He is everywhere. How many 21s are there out there in a white uniform?
They'll get one off soon. They'll probably pull it back out.
They'll shoot soon, though.
Gibbons had it knocked away, controls it, and he scores it. Has he been sensational? Jack Gibbons has 17. They get 19 for Gibbons. Left in the half. Dump it inside to Jaminski. Can't get up a good shot.
Great block out by
Roby.
Roby.
Time for Kentucky to add to its lead. It's Gibbons again. Oh, my! What a terrific display by Jack Gibbons. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and the foul is on who?
It's a big call here.
It could be either man. They're pointing at both of them. Kentucky's 7-point lead at halftime is narrowed to 3. 45-42, we play just a minute. There's big Jim Lee. He bounces it home, danced it on the front edge of the rim, and nestled it in for Kentucky.
Interesting, too, the way Joe Hall is playing against the 2-3 now. He's put Lee down in low, right in front of Jaminski.
There's Gibbons. He misses, but Lee there. And it's tipped in by Gibbons. Dan Gibbons, he's going to make Joe Hall smile yet.
Baseline rebounding himself.
Well, they're sending the second man on the baseline. Duke is surprisingly good. I thought this stream would end tonight, but it doesn't look like it's going to end.
Truman Plater hits a 20-footer for his 4th point of the game, and Kentucky leads by 5. Boy, play now, it's only a possible 4-point play. So Kentucky has a chance to get its biggest lead. They have it. Rick Roby punctuates that lead as he slams it home.
If Kenny Denard would get his attention right now, he can't get his attention. He's going to have to gut it out.
The bench of Duke is trying to get the attention. There's Gibbons, and that was Denard's area. So Gibbons got an easy shot because Denard couldn't cover him for a year. Arkansas 1 week in the polls, number 1. Marquette 1 week. But other than that, from opening bell, it's been these Wildcats. Jack Gibbons has 29 points in 3 consecutive years. He made the coaches all Southeastern Conference team, and the Wildcats smell another title. 14:21 left. Kentucky by 12.
Now, and it's going to make it really tough to get shots on the inside as he just did there. And Duke's coming out farther.
That's Plater.
Oh, what a block!
But it's going to be goaltending. Goaltending against Jaminski.
Great drive.
Duke. Is this the second plateau, Coach?
Yeah, they're at a breakout point right now. If they score here now, it's going to be a different ball game. It'll be very tough for Duke to get back into it.
It's man-to-man, and Kentucky really taking advantage of it.
Roby, he has such big strides. He went from one side of the basket to the other to score. He has 14, and Kentucky starts to pour it on. Look at the big stride on this racehorse from Kentucky.
Well, he made a good pump fake and went all the way across the lane, laid it up beautifully, and he's a tower strength. 16 points. What he does so well, he guards the center sometimes.
Jack Gibbons gets the rebound, and with a score 64-50, and time ticking away. 13 minutes left.
Man-to-man, and this could be tough for Duke right here.
Gibbons can't hit, but Roby right there to get... No, he misses the shot. Gibbons gets it. He scores, and he is fouled. Jack Gibbons, 31 points, and the Wildcat baseball are up and streaming again.
Incredible power play inside. Gibbons having the game of his life. Puts it back up on Jaminski. Jaminski has to foul. It was an attempt, but I believe just classy ball player. Made the pass.
So Spinarco has made 5 points, 2 on a pass and on a 3-point play, but Roby comes right back to score his 16th for Kentucky. 7 points away from the Wildcat advantage.
Interesting that press became more active and it's opening things up for Kentucky when they go down the court.
There it is, tipped in on a 3-1 break by LaVon Williams, and it's 70-59 Kentucky. Tipped by Williams.
Well, here's what's happening. The press is becoming more active. Things are opening up, though, for Kentucky when they beat it 3-on-1. Williams and Roby both in position to make that tap. Some kind of pressure man-to-man. Watch both Bender and Kenny Denard, but they're still in the zone.
Scheidler, not there, but there's Gibbons. The omnipresent Jack Gibbons has another rebound. And there he is, the Goose.
Oh, he's having a night, isn't he? Career.
33 points for Gibbons.
Don't hurry, but be quick.
Inside the bank, blocked by rejected by Roby.
Working himself to a frazzle. He's going to be tired when this one's over.
Roby comes high.
How many times has Roby come out to be the outlet pass? Not a good shot there.
Oh, what a foul by Rick Roby.
Boy, there you see, Scheidler, that really is not milking it, Al. That's a 30-foot shot there, but look at Roby from the top of the key, came all the way down. Great play.
Give it 9, and instead of that, he made the 3-point play, could have whittled another.
They need to break a guy to the high post. There he is.
James Lee to Gibbons. Scores his body so beautifully. Gibbons has a 35-point game. The NCAA final record, Bill Walton with 44. Kentucky's Jack Gibbons.
This was a great pass. We don't see the pass by Lee, but he knew exactly where to go. Jack Gibbons used his body to shield Banks away. Made a super play in there. There was the experience, Al. Starting to get exhausted. Helped them get a slight rest there.
You see the clock under the 6-minute mark. Kentucky by 9. Phillips hits a baseline 8-footer. Mike Phillips of Kentucky, 4 points.
Now they really went into a delay game. Once again, there's a little bit of uncertainty there. You talked about the milking. They still got to go for the score. There's one. Oh, that's a good block.
Oh, they called it goaltending. Goaltending.
Can't see that one. Oh, no!
Denard thought he was fouled. You heard him say, oh, no.
Smart play by Spinarco trying to draw the charge. Not there. Mike Phillips was all alone.
Time running out on Duke.
Oh, what a play!
Jack Gibbons almost bounced the ball off an opponent's shoulder, stayed up there and scored. And there's Gibbons again. And a foul is on Gibbons, who has 37 points. He's only 7 points away from Bill Walton's NCAA final game record.
Well, full court man-to-man now. They're trying to go ahead and match up. Look at Gibbons trying to find an open hole.
Kyle Macy, Cooley nails a 20-footer, and Kentucky leads by 13. 4 minutes left, and the amazing young Blue Devils giving Kentucky a great game, but they haven't stopped this man. Go Skip!
Oh, that hit the side of the backboard.
That isn't what he intended to do. You can't cut him that thin.
Goose, I give up. I give up, Goose. Stop.
Spinarco threw it away. The freshman got out of control. That's a possible 4-pointer, Al.
Oh.
Exactly what happening now. You're getting some guys that have just gone to exhaustion. They don't have anything left to execute with.
Kaminsky really seems tired. Gibbons has 2 more. He has 41 points. He needs 3 to tie the all-time record. Jack Gibbons with an incredible performance.
Somebody needs to throw out a white foul.
I wonder who's going to get the most valuable in this game.
Let's do that now.
It's subconscious of the official figures how much time moves before you foul. If 1 second moves, then he calls attention.
Good pass.
And
He
it's
needs
2
to use
on
the
1.
clock.
Oh, they didn't call it. James Lee, a power dunk, and that's going to be it. The University of Kentucky are the basketball champions of the National Collegiate Athletic Association. Their 5th championship, led by senior Jack Gibbons with 41 points. The seniors who were here as freshmen in the finals and lost to UCLA have finally accomplished. Joe Hall, smile for us, Coach. You're the champion of the NCAA.
Doesn't get any bigger or better than this in a regional final. From St. Petersburg and inside the dome called Tropicana Field, Kentucky and Duke are all set. North Carolina, Utah, and Stanford all reserved for San Antonio, Kentucky and Duke. The final piece to the puzzle to be decided here this afternoon.
Looking for his jump shot 4 feet beyond the three-point line at the start of a basketball game. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that.
Over the top, Muhammad with position for Kentucky's first basket. Parallel, challenging Edwards.
Surprised that Duke is relying on this jump shot early. They get a foul on Nazr Muhammad early. They should go into Brand.
Edwards 3 at the other end. Allen Edwards having a big NCAA tournament. 10-5 Devils. These 2 teams with extraordinarily deep benches. No subs to this point. Turner, Shepard tips, and Muhammad finds the goal.
Good long reach by Muhammad.
Muhammad just a moment ago.
You can see Brand gets out of position on that rebound, has no chance to put a body on him. The great hands of Nazr Muhammad put it back in. Things happen. I think he really is an explosive player off the bench. The great Frank Ramsey, All-American Kentucky, became the great first 6th man for the Boston Celtics. That's what Evans gives to this club.
Now look at Turner.
He looks like he's hurting a little. Terrific drive here on the outside. One of the real good floating shots. He's too quick for Battier out in that position.
Battier commits his second, and as Turner slams into the standard, the scoreboard's jarred loose again also.
I think that Duke was on a nice roll when it stopped the first time, and that may have cost them a little bit, but I think these 2 teams are so well coached, so fluid, that it's not going to be that effective. And there's Evans, my man off the bench again, so we're talking about a very much of a seasoned veteran.
Rejection
by McGlure. That particular case, there were 3 of them that got away.
17-point run. Can they stop it? McGlure does.
That's the answer for Kentucky. Good advice by Tubby Smith. They've got to get their interior game started here. Got to finish that shot inside. Good hit ahead, but again, Nazr Mohammed, not the kind of guy you want to be hitting on the break.
Edwards got set. Oh! And Evans. Mohammed put back.
Evans made it happen, Jim. Kept the ball alive.
Elton Brand has returned to lineup. Carrawell also back in.
Nice backdoor cut.
Paget converts with the left hand.
That was against McLeod, who fell asleep on the play.
Avery racing back. Brand's going away by Mills. 2-on-1. Shepard and Mills. Shepard will take it. Slams it home.
Avery trying to do a little bit too much out there. Tremendous comeback by the Wildcats.
22nd timeout by Duke. Kentucky runs off 10 unanswered. Turner.
Everything breaking down for Duke right now. Mike Krzyzewski needs Wojo back in the game.
Shepard driving in, splits the defenders, and it's down to 6.
Tremendous. Can be his equal.
Carrawell has 10. Breaks a 4-minute dry spell by Duke. Shepard again. Oh, he's starting to take over now.
Battier couldn't get there quick enough. Shepard's exhausted right now. And Jim, not only exhausted, he's hurt a little bit. And remember, kind of starter you want on the bench, huh?
He started a large part of the year to Battier. That was the night of the freshman on Friday night.
Look at this open offense by Kentucky. A lot of screens inside.
Evans just surrounded by that Duke defense. Paget has the 3 at the top of the key. Don't leave him open.
Yeah, Battier was late getting out. Chappelle out there and Paget. He's got to be aware of that jump shot on the pick and roll.
Evans leads in, blocked by Carrawell. Got it back. Carrawell blocked it, but Evans so quick to the spot. Carrawell had not shot better than 39% in any game.
Well, Kentucky had a 17-0 run, a 12-0 run. That's not their best in the NCAA tournament. They remember that 19-0 run they had against St. Louis. They start off quickly.
Langdon, top scorer in the game for Duke, commits his second. Paget spinning, gives it up to Mohammed. Last-minute decision. Last split-second decision.
Kind of amazing, isn't it, to see? Look at this, a great play by Nazr Mohammed. Look at all the Duke players had their...
Duke by 11. Edwards wanted it, got it.
Well, you could have called a basket anyway. You thought that Brand got a piece of it.
Stretch where he made 29 in a row. Okay, Kentucky's missed its last 5 shots. And McGlure can't find the handle. Those suspect hands cost him. And look at Wojo. He's tangled here.
What is he doing here? What is McGlure doing?
Wojo is hurt.
Well, McGlure wouldn't let him go. That was crazy. Wojo trying to straighten out his back here.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, I don't know why McGlure just didn't relax, and he had him twisted up inside. Now here you see, Paget didn't want to throw that ball in there, Jim, because he knows McGlure doesn't have good hands or the move that he's going to make. Now see, he has him right here. All he has to do is relax and let him alone. Well, he's taking bad shots, Jim. He didn't need to take that shot.
Cloud 4 of 12.
When you have a lead like this, you can get much better shots.
Evans drills a 3. Today after a horrible NCAA tournament, and Langdon's done that.
I loved his comments, though. He said, you know, shooting is one part of the game. The other parts of my game I can come through with. And now Shepard hits 2 straight threes for Kentucky.
16.
Evans want to post up down inside.
Shepard, tough shot, got it.
Real leaner. What a big game this man has had.
12 for Carrawell. Evans, 3, his second of the game.
Turner answers with a good dribble penetration and kick out.
9 to play.
Tried to split it out for Brand inside. Good block.
Stripped away by Kentucky. Back is Langdon. And Edwards out of the pack. Snaps it over to Turner.
Here's where Turner's dangerous.
To the corner. Paget 3. They need it. They got it.
Turner, good job.
71-60. It was 17 just a moment ago. Back-to-back threes, Evans and Paget. Garrowell, he's been the big man, but not this time.
Evans will fight him for the ball.
Can get it under 10.
Here comes Turner again.
Edwards was planted on the wing. Turner,
I love him in the open court.
and he's going to the line.
Jimmy, he can take that ball 60, 70 feet as well as anybody in college basketball because he's able to finish when he gets down inside, even against the trees. Watch this crossover dribble. No way Wojo's going to stay with him. Terrific job by Kentucky.
Third foul on Wojo, and Turner can trim it.
7 minutes and some change to go. Free throws become very important here.
Edwards steps out for the three. 4 straight trips. Getting 3 points.
That was the same play that Duke used in the first half to get McLeod open.
Ahead to Evans. Oh, Shepard just took one in the jaw from McLeod.
Trying to fight through the screen. You can really feel this momentum swinging.
Really a vicious blow.
You're going to see and the ball here.
Watch the right side of your screen, fighting through. There it is.
And Shepard gets a chance for 2 and the ball for Kentucky. Dangerous play coming out 4 down. You just want to get the ball inbounds. As efficient as Kentucky has been in recent possessions, you don't want to try to go for a home run here.
Turner hits the roll. That's a 4-point trip for Kentucky.
Ball game in a regional final. Mike Krzyzewski 7 for 7. And he's concerned now, as his entire bench is. He double dribbled. Give Edwards a lot of credit. He faked it, Wojo. Wojo looked to pass and picked it up, then put it back down.
It was 71-54 Duke.
I think Wojo slaps the floor here for some defensive intensity. He's got his hands full with Turner.
Turner drives on him, puts it up, and wow.
He is amazing with
3 circles of that rim, it looks like. 1. Now down 4. 4:10 remaining.
Shepard looking to step out, wanting to screen for his jump shot.
Evans tips. Evans got it.
Battier had to help out. Ball in Avery's hands out front. He can beat Mills off the dribble.
And on the shot clock, Langdon
not a
on
good
the run. Right in the arms of Evans.
Bad possession by Duke University there.
Turner wants to drive again. Pull-up jumper down to 2. Shades of Philadelphia coming on here in St. Petersburg.
The SEC tournament's MVP putting on a show.
Met sense.
McLeod shot again. Duke taking bad shots, Jim.
Kentucky can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3.
Turner in that open court, just loving it. Scored 62 in a high school game. He must think he's back in Boston.
He's got the look like he's in total control. For the tie. Tipped out. Mills for the lead.
Oh! They've been waiting on it.
That's his first basket of the tournament. Cameron Mills. Tipped out to Cameron Mills.
Of all people, again, look, Jim, no block out by Duke players. Avery should have been out there on his man. To go against offensive people. Now Avery's going to try Turner for a while. Got more quickness than Wojo.
Avery tipped it away for a moment. Paget has Brand out way away from the basket. He'll drive on the freshman.
Left-handed.
Got it back. Paget out to Edwards. And Evans again. Blocked by Brand.
Nobody can get the ball. And that should be a foul on Wojo.
And Wojo called for it indeed. His 4th. Philadelphia 92. Ties it. 1 more for the lead. All tied at 81.
Kind of pulled his hands back on that shot, Jim. Turner.
Wojo had a chance to get way past him. But
yeah, but see, Wojo can't finish off when he gets inside as Turner can.
A minute to go. Another Duke Kentucky Classic. Avery in the lane.
Boy, Duke is really taking some bad shots here. It's all one-on-one basketball.
And not the player you want taking the shot.
And Mike Krzyzewski, again, with no timeouts, can't reunite his team.
Three-pointer.
Huge.
Kentucky 84-81.
And again, with no timeouts, Tubby Smith doing a great job here, not calling any timeouts himself. He won't let Mike Krzyzewski get reorganized.
25 seconds. 4-second differential.
There's McLeod open. They don't get him the ball.
McLeod to tie it. Too much. Rebound Turner.
And a foul.
Kentucky. Double bonus to the rest of the way. Hanged a banner. They hung a banner for them at Rupp Arena for Feldhaus and Woods, Farmer and Pelfrey. And Turner now with one more. Try to get that critical two-possession advantage.
Good three-point shooting team to tie.
Gives us a 4-point lead. Don't you know the unforgettables are here vicariously through this 98 edition.
Wojo should take it all the way to the basket.
Tried to give it up to Brand. Good hands. Missed the short one. Tipped out. Duke ball. 8 seconds remaining. 31-10 since that time. McLeod, three, got it. 6 seconds to go. It's down to 1.
We've got a foul right away.
Edwards will go to the line for 2 with 4.5 remaining.
Passed away during the season.
One more, and now Duke will try to repeat history.
And without a timeout, they can't set up a specific play.
Who will try to play the role of Lakeman? To have the inbounds pass, Kentucky calls the timeout, so Duke will have a chance to set something up. Kentucky timeout, leading 86-84. 2 to tie, 3 for the win.
There it is,
92, will it be revisited? Avery across the midcourt stripe, puts it up. No, not this time. Kentucky's going to the Final Four.
Welcome to the State Farm Champions Classic, a great night of college basketball coming your way from the United Center here in Chicago. It begins with the defending national champion Duke Blue Devils and a Final Four team from a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kansas, Michigan State still to come. How much fun is tonight going to be? Freshman in college basketball this year. The screen by Scal Labissiere. And now Murray with a shot clock down to 3. He will drive and lay it in.
Just so easy, and you're going to see Kentucky try to reverse the ball.
On Marcus Lee, his first. Inbounded to Allen, who's just named the ACC Player of the Week. A rejection by Lee. Numbers for Kentucky. Ulis. Labissiere with a slam.
Well, you turn the ball over in this game. Your offense has to help your defense.
Perimeter players, Jones, Allen, and even Ingram can initiate the offense. Ingram misses the 3. Long rebound. And the Duke players a little bit slow getting to that loose ball. Murray with the handoff and the lay-in for Briscoe.
Well, you better get a loose ball because Kentucky's leaking out early. Block shot. You better block it because it's going to open up the offensive glass if you don't.
Ulis will have a huge role on this Kentucky team this year. Expected to be one of the top point guards in America. How about the reverse by Isaiah Briscoe, the freshman from Union, New Jersey. Tied at 9. Freshman phenom Scal Labissiere.
Grayson Allen switching off on Jamal Murray. He's a guy that gets hot in a hurry.
And he buries the 3. Kentucky back on top.
Time, talent.
Grayson Allen with a full head of steam, rejected. I think it was Isaac Humphries, the freshman from Australia. Ulis got bumped, no whistle, but he will finish. And Kentucky with another basket in transition.
Boy, how about Tyler Ulis using his body to shield off the defender and finish that play? Grayson Allen, but look at this block. Goes straight up and gets it right out of the air. Body contact was after the block, so therefore ruled incidental, but a really nice job of shielding off Matt floater. I think they're pulling the trigger on these and kind of pulling the string too much.
Last basket for Kentucky was better than 5 minutes ago. Nice dish. Humphries from Lee.
Well, how about that pass? A little dish off from Murray to Lee, and that was a great pass from the baseline to Humphries. And a terrific pass to Jefferson.
And now here's 6'9" Ingram on 5'9" Ulis. Briscoe, tough one, off balance, and it goes.
He can make tough shots.
But no true point guard in the starting five for Duke. Allen, what a block. Humphries with his second of the night.
Boy, with the left hand, that was big time.
And Kentucky flying down the court again. Murray can't finish. But getting after it is Poitras.
Here's the finish of all that. Murray missing it. Nobody boxing out. An outstanding offensive rebounder in Alex Poitras. And you talk about playing like an elite athlete, and that's exactly what Poitras did there. And one. 21 might be the most productive number in Duke history, because everybody's been good, but not good enough to get it retired.
Ulis with a baseline jumper. Here's Murray. Got the switch. Has Plumlee on him now. Kicks it to Ulis.
Plenty of time.
Briscoe checks the clock. He'll put it up and bank it home.
Pass. You can see Briscoe here just pulling up and knocking it off the glass. I'm sure he didn't call that, but never seen a guy play a full game. That's never been in his mouth.
Jefferson wanted the ball inside. He had Ulis on him, but Jones took the three and missed it badly. And at the other end, Lee with a slam.
Boy, when Kentucky gets a rebound, they are gone.
They lead in the fast break department. Allen, too much size, bothered by Lee.
It looked like he got fouled there because Lee brought his arms down. Nice move.
Ulis coast to coast, biggest lead of the night for Kentucky.
Seven of 8.
Ulis cut off, cross-court Murray. Gets inside, floater, a little bit short. Lee down with an offensive rebound. That is his specialty. In the first 2 games for Kentucky this year, he ripped down 12 offensive rebounds. Back jumper, back-to-back field goals for the freshman.
Thornton got off to a slow start his first couple games, still feeling his way around. It's too easy.
Ulis over the top to Lee.
That is way too easy. Great play and great vision by Tyler Ulis. Facing that ball screen, keeping it to the same side, and a great job running the floor by Marcus Lee. Got behind the defense. No pressure at all on Ulis, so he's able to casually just throw that ball up. Never took a nice job as well. A great job by Marcus Lee to stay in front.
It's still loose. It still belongs to Duke, but not for long. Briscoe.
Oh! What a beautiful play by Isaiah Briscoe.
And what a finish to the first half for Kentucky.
Marcus Lee moving his feet as a big guy and staying in front made that play. Terrific little pass ahead by Jamal Murray. And you can't teach this kind of play. Thornton falls down, opens it up. I mean, who teaches this? That's magnificent. No one else in college basketball quite like him. He did not play well in the first half, but he's got much better in him.
Murray can't get by Plumlee. Nice look inside. Marcus Lee with a finish.
A nice pass and a great catch by Marcus Lee. Jefferson just a little bit late getting there from the weak side.
14 threes so far on the young season. And Duke back within 3. Long stretch without a whistle here to the outset of the second half.
Oh.
Murray with a reverse.
Are you kidding me? What a play.
It's because of his length, can't finish it. But Jefferson has been all over the glass at both ends tonight. Threw it away. Ulis ahead to Murray for the easy 2.
You make a mistake and Kentucky's laying it in on the other end. He takes it away from you. But this is a big-time move by Jamal Murray. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. What a great play.
And then here's the Euless feed on the turnover.
Just throws it out ahead of Murray, and you make a mistake and convert. You know, it's funny, they calculate fast break points a little bit different from what I would call transition. I think in transition, Kentucky's actually scored more points.
Floater by Murray, not there. Labissiere with a follow.
Well, he sat out a long time, but made his impact known as soon as he came in. Nobody lays a body on Labissiere.
And the freshman ups the lead to 9, the largest of the night for the Wildcats. Off the fingertips of Plumlee. Numbers for Kentucky. Murray, no, and Lee with the follow. That was actually a 5-on-1.
Just been a transition clinic by Kentucky. Poor pass by Thornton, and they turn it into a bucket. Look at the size difference between Euless and
Euless baseline. Threads the needle inside to Labissiere.
Kentucky is just driving past Duke. They cannot stay in front. That's putting them into rotation. Kentucky taking advantage of it.
4 minutes. Duke fans try to make some noise.
Great play.
Euless baseline puts the brakes on, can't finish, and Poitras is there to help him out.
Boy, that was a great read by Tyler Euless. First to get open, read the defense, faded back, caught it, then drove the ball.
Yeah. Murray gets the switch, runs into the midsection of Plumlee, keeps the dribble alive, finds Euless in the corner. Poitras had it knocked away, but Murray is there to clean it up.
Well, Murray picks it up and got it off the glass so quickly.
Briscoe looks to be okay, maybe just a cramp. Ingram trying to inbound it for Duke, and Murray steals it.
Just throwing it up for grabs.
And numbers again for Kentucky. Murray, yes.
Now that's why Jamal Murray should not throw the ball behind his back, because he can do that. Often see Duke sloppy on their out-of-bounds plays, and you'd rather get a 5-second call, because at least then you can set your defense and play 5-on-5. You throw that thing up for grabs against a team that has dominated in transition, and you're giving up a layup on the other end. And if he missed that.
Tonight that he enjoyed in the first 2 games of the season. Although again, the level of competition is much higher tonight, obviously.
Well, he has really struggled, but you give credit to the defense of Kentucky. They've been terrific on him.
How good has Tyler Euless been tonight?
You can't speed him up. Of 16 from the field. Not going to win doing that.
Shot clock down to 7. Murray trying to use the screen from Lee. Splits the defense, floats it up, and Poitras slams it home.
Are you kidding? That's great coaching.
And 5 assists in the game.
This is an unbelievable piece of ball handling to split that trap off the ball screen.
Behind the back.
Goes behind the back, and then the lob.
John on the bench.
This is an important possession for Kentucky. They need a score here.
Euless throws it up and in. 14 for Euless.
But how about that?
Duke just 12 for 21 from the free throw line. Murray wide open. Count.
You give him time to set his feet. That was just way too easy. Miscommunication on that screen by Duke. Decision by Derek Thornton, the freshman. He reclassed. He should be a high school senior, as should Jamal Murray.
Yeah. Euless stops on a dime and finishes. What a night for Euless.
I'll tell you what, people say he's not big enough. If you're good enough, you're big enough. Hold this game. Ball screen getting down, he splits it, stops, gathers himself, and shoots over a bigger defender. Terrific, just terrific.
For John Calipari, the Cats will go to 3-0 and pick up a win over the 5th-ranked team in the nation. Thornton. Jefferson trying to gather, it's still loose. And that's going to be all. Kentucky with an 11-point win over Duke, led by Tyler Euless. as the Wildcats beat the Blue Devils 74-63 in the first game tonight here in Chicago. Welcome back to the State Farm Champions Classic. An ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Back inside State Farm Arena here in Atlanta, the second game, and it's a doozy. It is Duke and Kentucky, and this building is really alive right now. The Blue Devils heading to their bench, the Wildcats on their bench. Mark Pope in his first year as head coach of Kentucky, Jon Scheyer in his third year as head coach of Duke.
Williams, such a good passer, and there it is.
They run a lot of offense through him at the high post. How often do you see the five-man hit the point?
On the offensive end.
The 7'2" freshman just loaded with potential. Carr, yes!
Just a simple little pick and pop. No pressure on Amari Williams right here. He's just able to throw that little bounce pass on the great back cut by Lamont Butler. And then here's a little step-up screen. Cooper Flagg stays with the ball, and then
point guard right now. If you're wondering about Jeremy Roach, he is now with the Baylor Bears. Oweh knocks it down, and it is a three.
Did a great job at Nevada. He was the head coach at Nevada. Coach Nick Fazekas back in the day, then became the head coach at Georgia after that.
Corner three for Andrew Carr.
And Mark Fox was telling me that Andrew Carr is the NBA players. They were all talking about the talent that he has and how good he's going to be.
He was the only player on that team who is not currently in the NBA. Kerr Kriisa, 3 years Arizona, last year at West Virginia, knocks down a three.
One thing Kerr Kriisa is not is afraid.
No. And it's turned back over to the Cats.
Kriisa.
And you can hear the chant of Go Big Blue right now here in Atlanta. And another three. This one for Ansley Almanor. It is tied at 19. Williams steps in, and that will go. And a bit of a fortunate bounce there to put Kentucky back on top. I'll tell you a lot about wanting the fit from the transfers. Guys like Gillis and Brown and James saying, you know what? They're over themselves. They're all about fitting in on a team and helping them win. And that was very important to Jon Scheyer. Not just the talent, but the fit on this team when they went into the portal. That is going to count.
A little old school basketball, low post, banging against lefty. A 7-foot grad from Nottingham, England. That's how you get yourself called the Sheriff of Nottingham. Block shots and make those. And Mark Pope loving it. And it was a physical offensive play.
1,216. What an enormous number. What a career.
I thought that would get picked off. Mason Gillis could have had that.
Williams one-on-one with Malawach. And it won't go, but the follow goes for Oweh.
They were playing on top of him, so he couldn't come out toward the ball, so he just went to the other side and wound up getting the open three. Really a great adjustment by Con Knippel.
And the answer at the other end for Kobe Bryant to make it a 4-point game. Con Knippel, and the biggest lead of the game for the Blue Devils.
Just too easy to get a layup. There's too many points in the paint that Kentucky's giving up to Duke.
They've now got 20 points in the paint. Butler buries a three.
Guys are built different than most young players.
Foster called for the offensive foul. Kriisa taking the charge.
So Kentucky wants to be up and not allow any straight line drive.
Here comes Foster. And had it blocked out of bounds as the half comes to a close. A spirited 20. Inbounded to Robinson. Look at the rebound by Williams.
Great kick out.
Oweh from the wing for three.
Boy, that is the best time to shoot a three after an off by Lamont Butler to get it to Oweh.
Proctor made a couple of threes in the first half, went looking for the foul call, and then nearly threw it away. Tipped into the backcourt. Foster has it with 7 to shoot. Taken away by Robinson. Carr. Williams can't get the shot off, at least the first time. Now he will.
Well, you know he was going middle to try to get back to that left hand. By Amari Williams after this miss in the corner from Jackson Robinson. Just went high for it, didn't have the immediate stick back, and what a great extra pass by Lamont Butler.
On display here tonight. Carr to Owe. Back to Carr. Somehow got it over Malowacz to score.
Plays right in a row, the assist being the last of them. But that spin move along the baseline that he just made, and then the steal and the assist, he's showing a complete game.
Garrison at the other end. Butler playing with 3 fouls. Can't get by Proctor. And an injured Blue Devil. That 3 will count for Brea, and Sion James Brown tips it back out to Foster. And that one is short as well.
Duke just has not been able to find the range from 3.
That will count for Lamont Butler.
Well, opportunity after opportunity for the Blue Devils on the offensive end. They just couldn't knock down the 3, and Kentucky just ran it right down their throat. And what a great finish by Lamont. Diego State gets ahead of steam, gets some contact, a little fake, and then finishes it with the left hand. Kentucky putting pressure on Duke.
Flag gives it up to Proctor.
Got the switch now. Brea is on flag.
Knipple driving on Williams, and it won't go down. Butler pushing. Great feed to Brea for the layup.
A great play off of 2 feet by Lamont Butler. Malowacz limping after that last. Easy score. Just takes it in. Watch, he's got 3 guys around him, and then kicks it.
Flag the crossover. And Carr takes it away for Kentucky. It's still live, and it belongs to the Cats.
They are fighting for every ball.
Butler. And laid in by Garrison to make it a 4-point game.
And it was all the paint attack by Lamont Butler that opened up the offensive glass for Garrison.
Number 6 Duke, number 19 Kentucky, and a whale of a game here in Atlanta. .8:29 to go with the nightcap here for the State Farm Champions Classic. The freshman 19 to extend the lead to 6 as we get word that Sion James is officially out of the game. He will not return. Malowacz is questionable to return. Garrison knocks down a long 2 to once again to make it a 4-point game.
Garrison shot 50.
And 3 freshmen making up the scholarship players for Kentucky, a brand new team from all over the place, and they are playing great right now. They got it down to 2.
That was a great rebound by Kobe Brea. Got it with one hand, using his other hand to But Garrison knocking down the 3. Malik Brown a little late recovering to it, and Kobe Brea, what a fabulous pass to Garrison. And the Kentucky bench is Andrew Carr.
A quiet night for Jackson Robinson for Kentucky.
He's been guarded by Proctor most of the time.
Whoa, a tough shot, and it's a 3 for Kriisa to make it a 1-point game.
Kirk Kriisa is to his left as to his right. Little ball screen, and Kirk Kriisa just came off firing.
Into Williams. He's got Proctor on him. Got a big size advantage.
Can also pass over him. Great fake.
Carr to the rim. And Andrew Carr is going to the line with a chance to tie it.
What a fabulous shot fake by Andrew Carr to open up that lane to the basket. Then got the contact from Proctor and completed the graduate that came from Wake Forest. Great fake to get flagged to fly by, and Proctor couldn't get the charge. Great play by Malawach. Otega Owe on Cooper Flag.
It's a smaller lineup now for Kentucky. No Williams, no Garrison. Flag going to work on Owe. Malawach might have gotten away with a push. It's Kentucky ball.
Boy, what fight from Otega Owe.
Goal in this game for the Wildcats. He came in averaging 11 points per game. The nipple needs some help. And it's Kentucky ball. Inside 3 minutes to go as Owe backs it back out.
A dangerous pass, that bounce pass. Cooper Flag almost picked it off.
Carr inside. Kentucky leads.
Well, Kentucky gets a couple of back cuts and just some confusion on a switch. That left Otega Owe wide open under the basket. See this back cut, instead of Knipple staying with him, he thought Proctor was going to take him on.
Malawach in the game for Duke.
And because Andrew Carr can operate on the perimeter, he can take him away from the basket.
And Carr's got a chance for a three-point play.
Well, what a tandem to have Amari Williams, and then you can replace him with Carr and move the three, draw Malawach away from the basket, and then take him to the basket. Nice little shot fake, yet another one to get him off the floor and then go right into his body and still complete the spot on the floor so they can spread out this defense and then drive it.
They give up size at the 4 spot, defending Flag at the other end, and now Garrison is back into the game for Kentucky, so they've gotten a little bit bigger. Flag knocked away from behind by Butler.
But Butler's got amazing hands and just a great understanding where it will be.
And Mark Pope is asking for a review. We are inside of 2 minutes, and he is asking the officials to go to the monitor.
Aggregates everything.
After review, the call has been reversed. It will be Kentucky ball.
By Andrew Carr.
Into Flag. Here he goes, driving on Carr. Lost it, and always got it for Kentucky. And is fouled.
Now, if the foul was before the shot, Kentucky will have to inbound it. They want to press up to try to slow the advance.
Boy, he willed that one in, didn't he, after it hit the front of the rim. Remember, no timeouts for Duke. Made them both. Proctor is going to inbound it. 10.3 to go. Flag has it. Between the legs, struggling to retain possession, and he turned it over. Will be the inbounder. Butler and Robinson in the backcourt along with him. They're going long to Butler, and he is fouled by Foster.
That's pretty gutsy. And really well delivered by Brea. But a darn good pass. Just not enough pressure on him.
Probably the last kind of pass the Blue Devils were expecting. Missed it. Owe keeps it alive, and he's got it. And he dribbles out the clock. But wait, was he fouled with half a second to go?
Oh, what a great play by Otega Owe.
And that should do it. A 2-possession game. And what a win this is going to be for Mark Pope and the Kentucky Wildcats, coming back from a 9-point halftime deficit. to win a game of this magnitude.
A tremendous amount of fight by Kentucky in this second half on both ends of the floor.
What a game, and again, what a win for Mark Pope. Just his third game as the head coach at his alma mater, and they knock off favored Duke with a tremendous amount of fight coming back in the second half to win this game 77-72 with a nightcap here at the State Farm Champions Classic. A great night of basketball here in Atlanta. Thank you so much for being with us.